Heaven I. Peace to all who are tuning in to support I, and make sure you subscribe and you share this video with your friends and family. Today I am going to be talking about chakras in relation to the earth itself as a sentient being. Now, when we look into the word chakra, it's literally the electrical shock from Ra, as the energy is flying into the earth plane as a spaceship, and then it lands into this life mention. We don't call it dimension, it's life mention because we're mentioning life. So the shock of Ra portals into these different vortexes on the earth plane. Now, I would like to simply distinguish where some of the main energy points are for this earth being. You see, the earth is actually a very important cell inside of your nervous system. It's highly melanated, it has neuromelanin and many nerve endings. So it's actually a part of the actual nervous system of your vehicle, holographically. So when we check it out, it's very interesting. Inner resting, like the resting within I and I. So when you rest and you ponder on this idea, it's like, wow, the earth, if you just turn some of the words inside out, you realize the earth spells your heart. It's your heart space, and it's a cell that actually interfaces and circulates from the mind and the heart. A continuous interface. In their Babylon science, they call it neurocardiology. Neurocardiology. You know, dealing with the cardiovascular and neurological functions of the spaceship. So let me get right to the point, because this video is going to be very simple. I may make a part 2. Now, to get straight to it, the heart chakra of the earth being is literally the western part of the continent. We call it continent in our families, but you guys know it as Africa. The western part is literally the heart chakra. This is why they play the drums, they beat the drums. And even with the ley lines and the key lines, the geographic locations, all of the coordinates add up to be the center. It's literally the center point, literally. So that is the median, the middle ground for this earth plane, the western part of the continent. Places that are near to these modern day countries, but they're not even countries. Every country is illegal, every country is a farm. The western part of the landmass that you guys know as Africa is literally your heart, holographically being streamed for you to perceive yourself from a biased, subjective mind frame. But if you can take your mind out of the phone, you become limitless, and then you can see the bigger picture, because the picture goes beyond the phone. So don't phone your mind in. When you phone your mind in, you're actually putting many limitations and chains. So let's break every chain, and yeah, we're starting with the heart space, because that's the balance. That's the middle ground. So for this whole earth to heal, it starts with the continent being healed, the western part in particular, as well as the number one most important, or it's running the same with the heart space, is the third eye, dealing with the mind, the actual projector machine, which is actually the eastern part of the continent, which the most eye, all of the eyes comprised within their most form, which streamed and blasted itself into the eastern part of the continent in places people may label as Kush, Nubia, and these places. The third eye literally like a if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, I know a lot of people played Yu-Gi-Oh before, different kind of card games, Pokemon, and in these games you have some cards that are literally like holographic, and it appears in many different colors within the electromagnetic spectrum, or the light spectrum of the sun. Now, when this spectrum actually like was spectating this earth plane, like the light of the Most High, it thought itself into another form to experience light in an illusion of separation on the earth plane. Though initially we all was completely just one, everything is oneness. That is what the Almighty is. It's just all as one, because we're mighty together. So the eastern part of the continent, once again, is actually the third eye. It's dealing with the triunity, the triunity, the oneness between mind, body, and spirit. It's when the light became light because of electricity and magnetism. This is going into the chakra again. Chakra, the shock of Ra, the electrical shock of Ra. Ra being like that sun that you look up in the sky and see, which I am. And then it gives you a lot of electrical energy, that positive charge. And then with that, the magnetic pull of your earth, that nervous system cell with many nerve endings, it can draw in different types of information and codes to then create light, which is life, which is God. It's complete balance between masculine and feminine. So yes, the eastern part of the continent is literally the third eye, which is the projector machine. Now the heart, once again, is the western part of the continent, because after we projected into the eastern side, we then started to develop the first organ. Cells spread to the next organ to make like an actual organ, because in a zygote, when a fetus is being developed, one of the first organs that is developed is literally the heart. So even before we even had an illusion of a brain, we had a heart. So the third eye is just a projecting machine to the point where it doesn't even really exist. That's why when we first streamed into the eastern part of the continent, we actually didn't really exist. Everything was still one. It wasn't fully separated yet. Eventually, the illusion of separation came into play. And that's once the cells started to split and pretty much regenerate themselves in mitosis, etc. So now, the western side is the heart, as I said. The eastern side is the projector, the mind of the Most High. Now, my island of Jamaica, it is literally the throat. It is literally dealing with like the thymus, the actual like vocal sonic projector. It's also a projector, but it projects an energetic form that is perceived as sonic waves. This is why on the island we voice. This is why the island of Jamaica is actually literally the most musical, high vibrationally spiritual seeds of the Most High. That's why it's called I-land, because it's the Most High's land. You see, yeah, man. Even if you think of the word African, we call it African because I can be free. You know, this is what life is. It's to have true freedom, your mind to be free. You know, I speak in a way where some would cite what I'm saying, and some may think like, whoa, what's going on with Nikosi? He's speaking like a different language. I love all of you same way. So we went from the third eye to, we even dealt with the heart. I wanted to deal with those two first because that, once again, that's dealing with the neurocardiology, the interfacing of your fullness, like the balance, and then also the projector that even puts you here to experience life. Now the crown is actually like literally, you can even say the trees on earth, those high primary forests, the jungle, that's actually the crown, because it's the actual tactile fibers, the hairs of the planet that tunes in to receive codes. Yeah, man, the plane net, because it's a plane, because you're flying. This earth being is actually flying through the universe, and it's a net because it receives things. It's actually literally a receiver for many types of codes within the matrix, the magnetic field. So when I say matrix, I'm not talking about the body on matrix. I'm saying the original matrix, like the actual womb, which is what the earth is. Once again, a nervous system cell. But see, the earth is even beyond one type of cell. It actually plays a number of roles in your body. So yeah, we went from the throat, dealing with the vocal projection. Now let's even take it a little bit further. The actual lungs of the plane net. These may not be the popular chakras that people speak of, but like the lungs. The left lung, which is, everyone knows your left lung is a little bit closer to your heart space. That left lung is actually the Congo Basin. Literally. The Congo Basin, the rainforest is actually the lungs. The left lung. Now the right lung, which is a little bit further from the heart, because of the continental drift, that right lung is actually in a place that the world calls South America, and the Amazon. That rainforest is literally the right lung. You see, the lung, the earth has bronchitis. That's why cells are actually trying to remove the different fibers within the lungs. But it's okay, we're actually healing right now, because that's why you're citing cells like I. Because I am not coming here to really be what we are, the Most High walking upon earth. Because the earth is alive, as I'm telling you already. The earth is literally heaven. You can have heaven right here. You can have your haven, your safe place. A very full up top experience. You know what I mean? So yeah, I share the lungs now. As I know, the lungs aren't considered chakras by the Western stuff. This, I'm literally giving you the fullness. You're not going to find these things on the internet. So this is the internet, because this is actually the net that's within all of you, that's actually just sharing you and being the mirror. You know, even the word mirror, in our family we life-sect those words, like we bring life to them. The word mirror is like actually, like in Jamaica we say me, we don't say my. So it's not my roar, it's mirror, because it's mirror. When you look on somebody and see something good in them, they can bring out your roar, you know what I mean? They bring out the inner fire, the inner lion. So it's mirror. When somebody's showing you yourself, they're showing you your mirror, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's not doing the real roar of the lion, you know what I mean? And when we say lion, remember say, we don't lie, none at all. Lie none, because we're not lying. Yeah, man. So yeah. So now the actual root, the sacral area, the sacral chakra, is actually like that sacral place is in Europe. The sacral chakra is Europe. Literally, and then the root chakra, when I say root, I don't mean the roots of the tree of life. I'm talking about like the survival mode of the earth is actually United States. The sacral chakra is, and when I say sacral, I don't mean sacred. The sacral chakra is actually UK. So these places are dealing with like survival mode. They're not thriving. They're not even living. Yes, sir. Yes. So. Now, even your hands are chakras. Your feet, your actual needs. There's many. I just simply wanted to expound on some of the simple ones and pretty much put together this thought and share a picture with you guys, because I painted something in the universe, and you know, some of you will be able to see the picture that I painted and really receive the fullness and actually see how it can be beneficial to your life, because it's beneficial. So it's time for us to really make use of things that are beneficial. Yeah, man. Also, on the island, when we say "ya man," that is because subconsciously we know say "ya" is man and man is "ya." That is why we say that in Patois. So, yeah, man. You guys may have noticed that Nikosi, he really decodes every spell, because I'm the wisest. I'm the wizard. You get me? So I'm able to show things exactly what they are. I'm not looking for followers, because you don't want nobody to fall lower. I don't want you to fall lower. You don't have to follow me. Why would I want you to fall low? Think of what I'm saying. Don't fall low. Rise high. Rise high. That's why we say heaven high. And we say fast, we say heaven high, because we have to have the eye of heaven. Because we have the eye of heaven. That means your sister life can be heaven upon earth. You see what I say? So yeah, man. 5 people choose to come on my record video. But yeah, I feel like I made it very simple. I may make a part 2 to this video. I'm already at 17 minutes, and I only got to touch on obviously the heart. And you see how the heart, I have a son here. No, I'm not promoting tattoos. We know tattoos are poison. This was a time in a journey before I took over my spaceship. Now I'm the observer, so I'm using this spaceship for the right, just things. Righteous, right and just. So it still can be, how can I say this? I don't live with regrets. And if someone has already gotten tattoos in their life, okay. But do not go and promote for other people to put poison in to toxify their blood. You know how many herbs I have to take initially when I was purging my system, changing my life. And even now I'm in the process. As I told you guys several videos ago when I was doing the response to the females that were giving me backlash, I let you guys know I'm actually in the process of removing tattoos naturally. Not from a regret standpoint, because it was a part of the journey. And anything I put on me, I don't regret. You see my mother's name, the sun, you get what I'm saying? I have the 3 birds, that's what you guys see in Seagull, that represents the Trinity. You get what I'm saying? The unity, the you inside of your fullness, and everything dealing with I is dealing with that number 3 and the number 9 and 11. All of these high spiritual numbers, and 7, you know, Nakwame. Yeah, man. So in the next video, I'm thinking to do a part 2. I'll pretty much expound on the chakras a little bit further. Though I feel like this was very different, and I hope you guys receive the message, and I hope that it can benefit you. And once again, as I say, don't necessarily follow me. Be me, meaning like be you. That's the only reason why I'm coming off so it might blow some people's minds, like, wow, did you hear what he just said? It's because I'm being I. So when you be I am I, that means you have to be very unique, I-unique. Because you're ancient at that point. At that point, you're going to just flow out the energies that's just literally inside. So, yeah, man. So, next time, peace to all. You guys stay safe. Be careful. Be full of care. And I will do the same. Right, Seagull.